So, no love for the wedding industry, even as it innovates during COVID-19. Why? Well, wedding vendors are saying that many couples are still opting to postpone nuptials till next year, 2021, despite rules being eased in August, allowing up to 50 people at those weddings. Isabel Lim tells us why.
Tiara and Akmal held their wedding at home recently, with only a fraction of the 500 guests they had originally planned for. With the physical crowd limited to 10, most guests attended virtually.
We did a Zoom meeting, so we added all our family members, friends who wanted to watch our solemnization. So we had to text them the day before and then tell them how to use Zoom, because some of our relatives were elderly and they didn't know how to they're not very tech savvy. We actually managed to save a lot of money because initially we were supposed to do the wedding at a hotel. But for our wedding, I think we spent about 6K or 7K.
Vendors are also adapting to pandemic weddings, with offerings like bridal masks to match wedding gowns. This boutique says it's seen increasing demand for tailor-made masks for bridal parties and their guests, and this constitutes almost 30% of its business monthly. One wedding decorator says it's seeing increased demand for Zoom-friendly backgrounds, especially for couples who opt to say "I do" at home.
Partial or half of their guests will actually be converted into virtual attendees. So they will actually try to go very elaborate on the backdrop, so that when they actually project it on the Zoom, it's actually very, very nice and they can take all the photos together in one frame.
Despite such efforts, business is still down some 30% compared to pre-COVID times. More than half of its clients have chosen to postpone their weddings to 2021. And for some planners, the impact is particularly heavy.
A lot of our guests or our clients, they have family and relatives based overseas, so they are unable to fly into Singapore. They have a large guest size that they are unable to cut down, so they choose to postpone to a later date. Or for safety reasons, they choose to have their wedding when things are better.
Nearly all of its clients have postponed their weddings, and business overall has dropped by 75% compared to last year. The number of marriages registered in Singapore this year has dropped some 23% in the first 7 months of the year compared to 2019. And while vendors are hoping for more nuptials, they say there's still too much uncertainty from the pandemic for couples to confirm their plans.